Welcome friends, it is I, your host Oscar, and it's time for the Sunday vlog. And I'm going to try to do a little bit different here. In the background we got Skullgirls going on in the background. It's going to be going for about 20 something minutes. And it's me doing Nightmare mode up until the final boss. Didn't record that so people can see it themselves what the final boss looks like. She looks pretty cool. Since it was free this weekend, and we played a bunch of people this weekend, and we didn't lose to anybody. I should have let some people win. I probably should have, but I just destroyed everybody I played against because apparently I like winning more than entertaining. No, I made sure the matches were close, and that's good. Most of the people I played against I don't think I even watch this vlog, but I have a ridiculous pedigree of fighting games I've been in, and in tournaments and all this stuff. So I played a lot of stuff. Skullgirls is a little bit different though. There's only so many sets of things you can do, and there's just way too many ridiculous combos. And I've already talked about this before. I don't really care for the direction a lot of fighting games have gone, which is just memorizing 100 combos, and you win. And Skullgirls does that, and it's not something I really like, so I'm more casual about it. Because I don't really care for how hardcore you can go with that, just memorizing a bunch of buttons is not impressive to me. Placement and good battling is more impressive to me, so I don't really care for that. But because I like having close fights and stuff like that, and some people did notice it, I would hold back the first part of the fight, and once I was down to like only one character left or so, then I would turn it on and then I would wreck them kind of hard. And that's just the nature of how I am. I want it to be a close fight all the time, so I don't have that killer instinct where I just go perfect on everyone, because I don't find that fun at all to just wreck somebody. I want it to be close and interesting, so I'll hold back on the gas, and then later on I'll just get crazy later on. And I think it makes it for a funner match, and also gives them a chance to, maybe they could have won it. Kind of thing. Jinx doesn't agree. Jinx thinks it's pretty cruel that I do that, but I don't know, it's the way I go about it. I think it's better to have it a close fight, even if I could have just destroyed them the entire match, because it's more interesting that way. And that's just the way I feel about it. We're going to try to go for 20 minutes of what's the word here? Dialogue? So 20 minutes of audio. I'm going to shoot for 20 minutes, tighten it up, go for 20 so I don't go too long, because Jinx likes to put her yellow boxes in here and there and stuff, and that gives her more work the longer it is. So I'm going to shoot for 20 and hopefully stay there, regardless of the length of the video itself. Whatever the video length is, it'll just keep going. You'll enjoy that. There's no reason to have my audio just cut that short. And we'll see what we have in the future for other videos. So, okay, so Smite. Hebo came out. People call him Rebo. These are remodeled Hebo. And it looks pretty cool. I'm going to miss Old Man River, and I like Jinx's joke where he's Young Man Ice Hands, or Spiky Ice Hands, and it doesn't sound as good. He looks cool. I like that he has a water scroll now, and people want it to be a beach towel for Heat Bro, and I think that would be cool if it was a beach towel. That would be really cool. And hopefully they do something like that. That would be, I think that would be cool. Besides that, let's see here. So, we did streaming, we did content making day. We only made one video then. I was sick that day, so I was really sluggish. Luckily, we were able to pull off a 5-man arena. But because that heads up, we're going to do a Monday content making day as well for Smite, because I still need to make a jungle video, or just a conquest video in general for Wednesday. And then Wednesday itself, I got to work on the patch videos. But here's what's going on. I'm going to be gone from Wednesday to Saturday. So I got to somehow try to bang out Thursday and Friday's videos Wednesday morning, which are going to be based on the patch. I don't know if it's going to be a new god or it's going to be Vulcan's rework. They said, Hi-Res Chris said that they're going to try to do Vulcan's rework this Wednesday unless there's any hiccups, and hopefully there are no hiccups, but you never know, there may be one because it happens like that. But if there are no hiccups, you will see a reworked Vulcan, and I have no idea if there's another patch, if there's a new god coming in. If there's a new god coming in, then there's going to be a lot of things to work on, I guess, so we will see. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. I think that's the only spoiler of the week, though, is that. The only spoiler is that they're going to try to get Vulcan in, and if he doesn't, well, crap. Well, we will see. Like, there's been no rumor of a new god yet, as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, that's it, just Vulcan. So, let's see here. What else is there? The changes to... I already talked about this in the patch notes. The changes to dodging, getting worse on that. Hopefully what I'm afraid of doesn't happen with that. I really hope so. What else? Oh, I didn't talk about this last week. So last week was BlizzCon, and I saw all the trailers and stuff, and they were showing the Heroes of the Storm, which is HOTS just like Heart of the Storm, which is going to be really annoying to have both those acronyms be the same dang thing. and it looks interesting. When they showed the trailer, was just the CG trailer. Like, what the hell is Raynor doing fighting Diablo? It's funny they're fighting because that is a really bad mismatch, but it's just, they should not be fighting. Sure, he has a nuke, though, and nukes, hurt like hell, so there you go. But it's going to be interesting to see the MOBA itself, and I saw some of the footage for that, and it's supposed to be, you don't farm, you just fight or something like that, so that'll be curious to see. And what bothered me, though, is all the fanboys and anti-Blizzard people showing up. Fanboys going, this is the death of League of Legends, this is the death of Dota 2, or people saying this looks like shit. I couldn't believe that. Okay, now, these are both directions are really stupid. If you're a fanboy, I am sorry, but that is a stupid thing to say. And if you're against Blizzard, again, that's a stupid thing to say. My apologies, but that's stupid. Because you can't say that based on a 3-minute video. You just can't. My feelings are, this is Blizzard, and we know they're going to put in a lot of work on this, and it should be entertaining at the very least. It's not going to... Is it going to remake the wheel? Probably not, but it should be a fun game to play. Every game Blizzard has made has been fun. Is it the greatest game? Have any of them been the greatest games ever? Debatable for different people. Like, I like StarCraft a lot, like StarCraft 2 a lot. Diablo 1 I played a lot. Diablo 2 I didn't play as much. And I haven't touched Diablo 3 just because of certain reasons. No statements or anything, I just can't afford Diablo 3. Let's see here. Hearthstone I really want to play, though. It looks like a lot of fun. So Diablo, and then World of Warcraft I never bothered with. Warcraft 2 I played. Warcraft 3 I played. Never played World of Warcraft. Just never cared for it, never played it. And I don't say crap about it, and I don't say anything about World of Warcraft at all, because I never played it. I played other MMOs. I played, I played City of Heroes. I love the ever-loving crap out of City of Heroes. I miss it so damn much. I played Ultima Online way back when. Never played EverQuest. I played Ultima Online. Those were the two big ones. EverQuest and Ultima Online, and I played Ultima Online. And I played other smaller MMOs, some of the free ones. Let's see here. What's that company? I played some of Aria's MMO games, and I played some of what are they called? The people who did Perfect. Are they called Perfect World? I think Perfect World. Those guys. Then I played some of their MMOs. With much regret, because eventually I just realized it's just a grind fest and you don't get anywhere else to spend money to, pretty much, or you spend your life on it. So Ari and those didn't like them too much after a while, and those are the MMOs I played, but the one that was closest to my heart was City of Heroes, and I miss it so damn much. And WildStar gives me a lot of hope, because WildStar is made from people from the same company, from the same developer, not developer or publisher, as City of Heroes, which is NCSoft. But they have people from different games. They have people from WoW, they have people from EverQuest, they have people, I believe, from City of Heroes. They have a bunch of people working on WildStar. So I have a lot of hope for WildStar, especially because of the charm and interest they have there. WildStar is a very charming game, and I can't say whether or not I played in the closed beta, but it's very fun and interesting, and I cannot wait for it to officially come out. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's just my random opinions there. As far as Smite goes, I already said everything for Smite. Monday will be a content making day, same time as it's been lately, which is 10 a.m. PST minus 8 GMT, probably till 2 o'clock. If we go over, we go over, but I don't know if we will, but we'll see. Also, night streams, we did one on Thursday night, which was XCOM and Skullgirls, and well, Skullgirls is not going to happen anymore because it won't be free to play, but we might do more XCOM. I think we will do XCOM more. I might actually play the entire run of XCOM on Twitch, and not without Twitch on. Because it's kind of fun playing with other people. My problem is how much backdoor gaming you guys are doing. No. Two different phrases. Backdoor gaming was one. The other one was backseat gaming is the one I like to call it. I don't know why it's called backdoor, but backseat gaming was getting real annoying in XCOM. Real annoying. And so I'm like, I'm going to do everything out of spite, and I'm going to get my characters killed because these guys are just harping on me a little too hard. And I got lucky and didn't die. Like, I was doing a lot of suicidal moves and survived. And I'm just going to be spiteful because these guys are talking way too much. This is my first hour of the game. I have never played XCOM before, not besides the original XCOM, which was a fun game, very different. But I'm like, these guys are telling me all these things. It's like, Overwatch everything, do this. I'm like, no. Okay, I understand Overwatch. It took me a minute. But I'm like, okay, if you're going to tell me to just keep doing it, I'm just going to get really aggressive, not have Overwatch on, and somehow barely survive. And I did. I got lucky and won it. And that was it. Just so much spite on that. Just everyone told me what to do. Everyone giving me advice on what to do in a game that I had no idea what I was doing because I've never played it before. So I was definitely getting annoyed there, so I got really spiteful and just having fun with that. And I think that's just something to expect if you're just backseating a little too hard. And I was getting backseated really hard for that game. Because yeah, I'd never played a game like XCOM. Like, what do you call it? Shadowrun has the same system as XCOM, and I played that. But it's not as extensive as XCOM has been about it, or the cover system's a little bit different. You can't destroy cover in Shadowrun. In XCOM you can, and there's a lot more weapons you can use in that one. While Shadowrun you can use magic and other tech things. It's very different, and it's more RPG based anyway. XCOM is tactical in a lot of other ways. And so I have some ideas, but not completely. And my understanding from XCOM, just looking at it, is you have to be very careful to overwatch a lot, and just ease your way in, and eventually you'll survive and make it. That is a more realistic way to play it. That is a more realistic way soldiers actually do it, where everyone's covering each other. They move, everyone else is covering them. Someone else moves, everyone else is covering them. That's the way you really do it for a military kind of thing. And XCOM is following that because you're supposed to play an actual military unit trying to fight aliens. So that's what you're supposed to play. And it is both interesting and uninteresting at the same time, which is probably why I was so aggressive at the same time. It's just because if we're just watching me just sit, just turtle over to places, probably not gonna be that interesting unless I'm really talking about something. I really wasn't. I was just enjoying the game and being curious about that. But future XCOM streams, I'll probably be more careful like I should be, and having fun with that and having fun with the people who are watching at the same time. But if you backseat game me a little too hard, I'm gonna get a little spiteful, and I'll either be subtle about it or very obvious about it. I don't know. Go ahead and take a look over here at the last week's vlog for questions here. So someone wants me making more Dota videos. Dota videos come out as they come out. I play way too many games. I play a lot of games. We see a lot of different footages coming out. And we'll see more Dota eventually. But I play so much. I play too much. And because of that, there's a lot of variety to the channel, and that's both a good thing and a bad thing. Some people want to focus, some people like the variety, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way I am. That's the way we are. We have a mix of very fun and interesting stuff, and also more information-based. That is just the way we roll. That's the way I roll. I like to be informative in some things, and funny in others. That's just the way I like to be, and that's the same thing that Jinx is in some ways as well. And so that's how the channel is. The channel is a bit of a mess of just information and fun stuff to enjoy, and it's up to you what you want to look at. But I have such a variety here for you can look at these, you don't have to look at all these other things, but you can if you want. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's good to be available for all these different things just because of the nature of how we are. And anything else from last week's? Oh yeah, so Kylax is asking about Duke. Going to interview with him on Tuesday, and that'll be cool to have. And if we have to push it back again, then so be it. It's just nice to be talking to Duke in the first place. Duke is a really good guy. Duke has done all he can for the community in different ways. He tries to support all the forums. He tries to support the creators. He supports as much as he can. Back when there was a high-res forums, he was the one who talked the most. If I remember correctly, he talked the most. Bart talked a little bit, and some of the other guys did. And I know Erez did talk a little bit on the forums as well, but Duke was the one who talked the most. He was the one that was talking with the community the most, if I remember correctly, and that was great. He has always been there for the community, and that is something I appreciate a lot, and I will always appreciate about Duke is where he is in things, and that is always at the heart of the community, trying to just enrich the community's feelings towards the game, and that is the way to do it. He's doing a good job, I feel. That's my opinion, though. Maybe other people feel differently, but I really like Duke, and I'm glad to have him. See, 5 minutes left, so let's go ahead and wrap up. Okay, so gonna be on a trip from Wednesday to Saturday. I'm gonna be on that lazy river again. I can't wait. It's Thursday. Thanksgiving in December. November and December are very family-oriented months. There's a lot of holidays going on, and I got a lot of family coming in. So I'm gonna be around very sporadically. I don't even know when we're gonna do streaming and stuff. Hopefully once a week at least. There will be, if we do streams that are not Smite related, those will be unannounced streams. The announced streams are going to be, most likely announced streams are Smite streams, and unannounced streams are going to be playing other games like XCOM and stuff. And that's just the way that's going to be. So if I give a heads up, it'll be for Smite. If I don't give a heads up, it's probably because we're going to do something else. Because I don't have the ability to play Smite, because I got to go AFK because of either my dad, or my niece, or my cousins, or some other thing, because family's down here for the next 2 months, and I'm going to be really, really busy with that, and the channel, and life, and everything. So I can't do Smite streams as much as I would like because of that. I'm still going to do streams here and there when I can find a block of time when no one else is around. But I don't know how many times we'll be able to do that because of family. But I can play games I can pause as streaming. So like XCOM, I can pause XCOM and go help out family and then come back. So there's that. But also there's family trips. So Wednesday to Saturday I'll be gone. We're going up north, and we're gonna go to take family to a hotel that has the lazy river, and I can't wait to be on the lazy river again. Gonna be on that every day, all day. Lazy river's I just like their lazy river. I just like it. I really do. So that's gonna be cool for me. And I'll do tweeting and stuff like that, and see if I can comment. I can only use my phone though. There's no internet out there, only satellite. So just use my phone for that, and that's as much as I can do. So I'm gonna work ahead of time, make as much content as I can ahead of time, and then that'll be good. And then there's Thanksgiving, which will be very busy. And I don't even know if I'm going to be home for Thanksgiving. I might be somewhere else for a couple days, so I got to check about that. And then the first week of December, or the second week of December, we're going to be going to Vegas for other family over there. And so I'll be gone for a few days on the weekend, I believe, then like Thursday to Monday or Tuesday. So I got even more stuff I got to work ahead on. I got to work ahead on a lot of stuff. And hopefully everything will be fine. And I just got to get as much work as I can done while I'm here. So I don't know how much streaming will happen. Hopefully there will be streaming, but I do not know. And then finally, from Christmas to the New Year's, I'll be in Vegas again for those parts of the family again, because every year we go to Vegas for New Year's and Christmas, and also 4th of July. Like the major holidays, we're always in Vegas. That's just the way it is. And so then I'll be gone then, but I will make as much content as I possibly can. But I'm going to be gone for like 10 days, and I don't know how I'm going to make enough content for it. I'm going to try my hardest to make enough content, but there is a chance we're not going to have all the content we would like. Like, we might just not have enough. But I will try my best to grind it all out, because I like having the daily videos coming up to you guys and gals. Because it's nice being a constant, always there, just making content, sharing what I enjoy, sharing what me and Jinx enjoy, stuff like that. But we will see how that goes. Holidays will definitely be a rough period. But back in January, of course, Jinx will be back, full-time work. We'll see how I do with work, and we'll see what it does to the channel. But a lot of the core stuff isn't going to go anywhere, because I'm willing to grind it out and just make myself even more tired and burn out if I have to. Because I want to keep a good consistency, but we will have to cut back on this and that. But a lot of the core stuff will remain. Just the bonus stuff will not. And that's just the way it is because of how things are going. But we're not going anywhere. We're not disappearing. We'll always be here. We're always going to have fun. And we're always going to share what we can. And I will always try to inform things, because that's just the way it is. Now, okay, we're about to hit 20 minutes. At 20 minutes, I got to try to cut off, at least finish already. So the idea is just improvement. Let's talk about improvement for like a minute. So we're going to go over by a minute on this. How to improve. And I looked at the one shot on Dawn Gate, and I made some mistakes there. I did some annotations for those mistakes. Learning from that. Being able to know what I'm talking about a little bit better. I played Dawn Gate for 12 hours, and then I made the one shot. And I missaid a couple things, and I made annotations for that. So it's just being a little bit tighter and knowing what the hell I'm talking about a little bit better when I do videos. And so I made some mistakes there. Just going to do better on that. For this vlog, being more concise or talk faster or whatever. So it's like 20 minutes instead of like 40 minutes like it's been. Just because all that audio work for Jinx is a little more taxing. The vlog is the biggest thing she has to do besides the Volgar with the face cam. Because she listens to it and sees what yellow boxes she can make and stuff, and she has fun with that. So there's that. Other things to improve is, so you'll see it in Tuesday's video, I move towards improvement, is me showing what build I'm going to do for my character before the match. And I think that'll be good for learning. Like, I'm going to show what build I do for my junglers, what build I do for arena, this and that. And I think that's a good move there. It'll be more informative, more interesting in that way, and that'll work out. It'll be good. We're still going to have the highlights. Two more things really quick before I end this thing is, I'm going to work on the guide for solo lane for the next 2 days. Do as much as I can there. Try to get all the audio done and whatever visuals need to be done, and so Jinx can work on it from there with her editing work. And hopefully we'll have the guide out in the next 2 weeks or so. Hopefully before December or early December if we have to, but we're going to work on the guide for that. As short as these videos, like the jungle guide, as much as a half an hour kind of thing, that thing took 2 months, and so we're trying to find ways to be faster and more efficient about this. Try to make this solo guide like 5 to 10 minutes so that it takes maybe 2 weeks to do. We're going to try to do that with this, and after that we'll do the mid guide, and then the dual guide, and then we'll see what we do from there. We also have some comedy ideas we're going to work on, like short smites and other things that we want to do as well. So a mix of information and funny, of course, and probably alternate, and just see what we can do with that. That's enough from me. That's the heads up on everything. There'll be another vlog next week, hopefully 20 minutes. Do that right. And for now, that is the vlog. I had fun. Hope you had fun listening, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.